Alright. Let's finish making this, because I'm not tired anymore. I have a special idea once we get to a certain spot. I'm thinking of replacing this with like a deep slate kind of thing. And then making it look as though it's been weathered from the floor up, because I see that with a lot of actual buildings, is that they'll get weathered at the bottom, and then that weathering will like crawl up until a certain point, and then it will stop, because that's when the people like, I don't know, that's just when nature stops trying to take over, I guess. We're going to take inspiration from Iron Spells and Spellbooks, and we're going to design the staircase in the tower, the way that they design the staircases in their towers, because I think it's actually a super efficient way of getting a staircase down. Oh, never mind. I'm bad at parkour. Sorry. Man doesn't even Neo. There we go. Alright. We're going to have a black oak floor. We're going to have a black oak door. Or a dark oak door. Some windows. And a at least 3-story tall tower with maybe a story beneath it for storage. I'm thinking about doing a storage system. I don't know what to store. I don't know how to store the storage system, though. So that's going to be its own little devil to fight with. I'm going to run back... how far away is it? Problem is, I know that the Cryomancer's over there. I know it's pretty far away, but I'd like to see how they did the tower and its little design. Because just like a straight circle is kind of boring. And this is also a remarkably small circle. I think this is fine, though. I could make the house longer, maybe, but I'm also going to wind up terraforming most of this out and putting up like a retaining wall. At least that's my plan. And for those who might ask, no, I don't design stuff in a creative world beforehand. The creative tester for Obliteration Redux is just a seed of this world. And the reason it exists is not so I can create things in it, it's so I can test mods to see if they'd work. And if they don't, I scrap them. If they do, I might add them to the back. That's what happened with that tree grew. Good to know. That's what happened with, what is it? There's one of the mods that I got my hands on, my grubby little hands on, and it's only in here because I tested it in this world. Can't remember what it is though. Speaking of which, I was reminded because I watched other footage. I need to dye my bag. There we go. It's back. The blue bag. Why are you so low on health, buddy? Who hurt you? We're going to take out that one and that one. Great thing about spruce is that it kind of looks like very damp oak, which I like a lot. I'm going to mine some more spruce trees, don't worry. Or I don't plan a lot of stuff. I don't have a lot of pre-planned ideas. That looks a little bit too uniform. I'm going to take this one, make that 3 high. Okay. And now we mix standard deep slate with deep slate bricks, or tiled deep slate. I'm still not sure yet. And we'll make it look nice, but we also need to collect as many spruce saplings from this as we can. Gonna be a window there. Gonna be a long window here. Maybe not that long. This, I think, is gonna remain pretty plain, so we're gonna axe it out. Ooh, or do I want to do like a flat terracotta thing? We do have a Badlands nearby us. I'm gonna do terracotta for this. I'm gonna have the spruce be like weathering on the floor. But I'm going to go get some terracotta, because we do have a Badlands nearby. And I'm going to make terracotta walling. I also might make these pillars a bit more 3D-ish, so they pop a bit more. Just push them out a bit. I don't know. I'm not the greatest at building. I'm the greatest at exploring, because I love this game's exploration. And I know it's stupid to say you're the greatest at exploring, but I am. I really... When I thrive in hardcore, it's when I'm always moving. I've kept an entire hardcore world alive for several months using that tactic. And stuff like that. And it's just whenever I'm going around, this is why I like Terralith so much. Or not Terralith, Tectonic so much. Is because it's the basic game that I already love. Just, it's almost like you're playing on an amplified server or an amplified world that didn't break itself by being amplified. See? Badlands. Let's go to the Badlands and get some terracotta. Of course, I also have a zombie villager farm, if you haven't caught up on the previous videos. And I'm very quickly going to turn that into a hotbed of use and stuff like that. But I first need to actually place down a brewing stand and start brewing up some weakness potions, which means I need to kill a lot of spiders that they're going to be pretty difficult to get my hands on them. Let's grab some diorite to maybe texture the wall a bit. I don't know. Again, I have not very much of an idea of what I'm doing. I never do. I start Minecraft games with no plan. I end them with no plan and a lot of confusion. So you have a shader that specifically works with it. Which sucks, but I mean, like, it is how it is. You can't really change it if you don't know how to modify mods and you don't want to crack it open and break some kind of TOS. Oh, that's a skill book. That's gonna be great. Damn it! Ah! Something's already trying to kill me, and there's something on my desk getting in the way of my hand. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We live. We flee with extra flee. We live. We live. Right. Someone's gonna oust me for what I actually am, and that's a carbon clone of like 7 different people that I personally like to watch. Holy hell. Alright. We leave. We leave. We go to the desert where we died. We pick up everything before it despawns. That's the plan. Sparse jungle. Ah! Skullomon! Leave me alone! Why do you want to kill me so badly? Do you wish to kill me to take my skin? My precious skin. It puts the lotion on its skin. Alright, there we go. See what I mean, though? Full iron. Still survived it. Full health, full iron, survived it. Same conditions as last time. Alright, now we check this. This is supposedly white terracotta. It doesn't look nearly as white as I'd like it to be. But I'll look into it. I'll see if I can get even brighter terracotta. Can I? Or should I just be using concrete? Terracotta looks pinkish. Terracotta only comes in darker shades. What does it take to make concrete? Come here. Come here. I love that little no block sound effect. It makes me feel like I'm playing an RPG. Listen to this, listen. It's so good. Now that I have terracotta and understand that it's bad. Yeah, no, that looks too much like skin. What if I used calcite and diorite? What would this block palette look like? Bit gritty, not as gritty. Okay, so not a bad block palette. I could knock this one out. And I have a weird feeling that we could mix these into white concrete and actually get a pretty good looking color. If you haven't noticed, I'm not good at building, so I watch people who build like BOO. For things that I lack in redstone, I watch people who do redstone that I lack. Like, I've watched almost everything that Mumbo Jumbo has made. Thus, I know everything that he has to offer, and it's where a lot of my redstone basis is. But I just got done watching Tango Tech, as I mentioned before, make the entirety of Decked Out. And I'm like, yo, dude, this is insane. I should learn how to do that. Because it'd be fun to make insane stuff like that. All the time, if I could. Yeah, deep slate bricks. Let's make an entire 61 of them. That, contrasting that, which has a little bit of this in it for the block palette. Let's move the palette. Now this does mean that I'm going to have to get my hands on more calcite. But we have... Oh, then if I get more hands on calcite, I can make it look like a geode. There we go. We've got like a monochromatic kind of style. We're going to get some white concrete. Going to go with that really well. And then maybe some blackstone once we go to the nether. Make it like splice it in really, really well. Make it look even cooler. Look at that. Yes. Calcite. Alright. There we go. We're at it. And we leave. We get going. Okay. And now I'm going to need to find a way to get a bunch of sand. Never mind. Here I was thinking that was going to be a big plot thing. I need to find sand, guys. I need to make my house. I need to find sand to make white concrete, guys. No, it's right there. What I do need to find is gravel, though. That might actually be something a bit tougher, but I think I have a spot in the mines where I went through a gravel patch and I didn't take care of all of it, so I can go back and harvest it there. That'll be fine. And this barrel will contain everything that we're going to be using to build on this. Sick. Let's go grab the rest of that calcite then. Yeah, baby. Stony Shore coming in clutch. Alright, so we have 2 stacks of this. Now let's try for 2 stacks of sand. Okay, nothing coming to kill me. Alright, there we go. We have our 2 stacks. We can leave. I can make some white dye by taking all of these bones. There we go. My dog's going a little bit insane, but that's a Cocker Spaniel for you. Alright, now I want 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, whoops. 2, 2. Boom. Sick. Okay, so now this is what our block palette looks like. Oh, and we can do this too. We can do this, we can do this. We have that. But we also have... We also have that. Of course, I'm not sure... Does rain affect this? It might. If it does, that's going to suck. But, you know, it is how it is. We leave it be. Taking out these corners. Gonna be using nothing but spruce logs. Okay. So, we have our block palette, which is pretty strange, honestly. It's a bit of a weirder one. I'm going to put all the blocks that we're going to wind up using in here. That is technically a block that we're going to wind up using. I'm going to fix all the posts before we start. This one would be over here. Again, we're going to be removing a bunch of this land. Like, we're going to be excavating a lot, so I'm still going to mine down and give it the proper height. Should I do... Oh, no, that's what I should do. These ones should be shorter. I'm the fool. Turns out I'm the fool. There we go. Let's set a new spawn point in our new permanent living space. Boom. Alright, this is eventually going to go at the top of the tower, because I already don't use my bed that often. But, how are we going to do this? I'm thinking that we don't use this many of these blocks at the beginning. Let's start with the base of these. Alright, I've come up with another idea. I'm going to go get some andesite. I'm gonna go get some andesite because I want to break up the tower a bit, and the tower's gonna be mostly gray. And andesite is really good at breaking up gray. I'm gonna be using stone bricks, and andesite then for this. At the beginning, the tower is gonna look like it has kind of a broken structure-ish, I think, for the roof, but I'm going to cover that up with some warped stuff, maybe? I don't know. Right now I'm looking at that or dark oak, and dark oak is in... It's gotten in short supply. I won't show you guys the build yet, because, you know, you're supposed to see that all in the time-lapse, but I will let you know the reason that the time-lapse suddenly came to a jeering halt is because I'm looking for some andesite so I can break up the wood. Then we're going to get back to it, and we're gonna start playing it again. Hey, andesite. Kill the creeper, get the prize. There we go. Back at it. I've been building for almost an hour. For reference, remember before when I said, oh, it's the beginning of summer? Yeah. So we've run out of something very crucial to the build. I'm still not going to let you see it. And it's dark oak logs, or dark oak in general. I'm using it for part of one of the roofs, and I need more of it because I've run out of the amount that I require. So let's drop in good amount. Yeah, nothing. Right. Now we have 2 axes. Let's go. Birch forest. Disgusting. Get me out of it. Old growth. What is... What's the difference? Are the trees taller? Does the wood suck less? I see the same garbage wood. You're lying to me. That's what you're doing, Minecraft. You're saying that this is a different biome and it's just more ways for you to get your garbage white wood in more places. Look, if you want to make birch nice, 1, change the entire bark texture, and 2, make the planks pure white so people can't see them. It's simple. It's easy. Make it so much of an eyesore that people don't even realize it. It's like static. A huge thing that was also fixed by Jung doing these. 1, that looks sick. 2, if I just swim over this, I'm not going to get infinite frickin' mining fatigue like you normally do. Like, look, I'm going past it like I normally would. Like you would if it wasn't Jung's improved one. No mining fatigue. However he did that, he's a genius. Alright, this isn't what I thought it was, but... Why does it have green on the bottom? Whatever. That's actually authentic, though, to let you guys know. It's just that there would be even more green if it was being authentic. What happened to this boat? Why is so much of it copper? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm gonna take it. For the dear viewers' edification, green on the bottom of boats or copper on the bottom of boats is common when it's a wooden boat. And it's doing... I need to be careful with my words here. Rather minor damage to the environment because it's getting rid of a pest. But traditionally, what you'd have, this is not a standard ship. That's why it is. Oh, yes! What's in the bundle? Money! Yeah! Okay. I like money. That's all that I have to say. But you put copper on the bottom of a boat, or you put copper bottom paint on the bottom of a boat, and it's for wooden boats specifically. And the reason you do, permafrost shard, iron spells and spellbooks. Okay. Urn, is Urn the one? Is Urn the one? Is Urn the one? Is Urn? It's not. What a shame. I'm looking for the THX theme one to anyone new, because there's one that sounds like the THX theme, and it's freaking hilarious. What's in here? Oh, this is from Irons. Okay. Summon Polar Bear. And then Icicle. Cool. I think Icicle is probably like Firebolt. Nothing. Okay. That's a Blast Furnace. Not going to take that. You put copper on the bottom of the boats because it stops Toritos. Toritos are little pests that are... they eat wood. They're like termites, but for water. And they suck. They're little piles of garbage. I know because I've interacted with a couple and they're trash. But... nothing of use. Beetroot stew, but not useful. The issue with Doritos is that they bore holes through the bottoms of ships. So you lace the bottom of your ship with copper, and it kills the Torito trying to eat your boat. Which, in my opinion, is great. In a lot of environmentalists' opinions, which I must note that I'm not a part of that ideal group, is not great. Like, I understand that we should be protecting the environment, but also, come on, guys, we gotta get shipping around the world. So there's actually a lot of boats that have shut down in the past because they're using copper bottom paint, or they're putting copper on the bottom of their boat, and it's done a minor impact for good on the world, which, I mean, minor net impacts are good, so... You know, if the past is the past, but the future is better, then what am I to say about it being bad? Can't really undo it if we wanted to. Roof forest? Nope. Spruce. Spruce. And zombies. Roof forest! Let's go. Right when the content was lagging. Yeah. RNG loves me today. We can do things. Getting back is going to be a pain in the butt. I'm going to take as many saplings from this place as my pockets can carry. Oh, but they give so much wood. It's great. It's fantastic. Alright. This is why we brought this one. Excellent forward thinking, me. Give. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Yes. Give into your anger. Okay, good. We have one sapling, which means that we now have a slot to pick up saplings in. I'm breathing through my mouth and I shouldn't be. Well, okay, I'm blowing through my mouth because I'm focusing and I shouldn't be because I'm blowing straight into the microphone. Alright, that is 7. I'd like 9. I know it's an arbitrary number, but it means that I can make 2 trees with like one folly. And I'm going to be making this 1 tree at a time until I get like a bunch of these. 9. Alright. Now I'm just going to wait for these last ones to decompose a bit, and then we'll pick up anything that remains. Because this is my game, and you can't tell me what to do with it. Unless I do something truly stupid. Alright, we have 10. And then you can laugh at me in the comments. Please comment. You know, while you're down there, why don't you subscribe? Pulling the old switcheroo on you. It's the backwards Harris Heller. While you're down there subscribing and liking the video, you might as well comment. No, while you're down there commenting and calling me an idiot, you might as well subscribe. I mean, the main goal of the internet is to call as many people idiots as often as possible, so why not get notified about when you can call me an idiot? That would be a great thing to do. Oh, that's what that is. That's a spider cave. Do I need string? I do need string. I need string for a few things. Imagine if Toblerone released smokable cigarettes. And it'd be terrible for their brand image, but imagine the flavor. I don't smoke. I should state that right now. I don't smoke, but that would be wild. Like a cigarette that tastes like the greatest milk chocolate you've had in your life. And Cadbury's could try to rival them. Something wants to kill me. I am so happy I'm in a boat right now and I'm not swimming. So boats are, if you're not using Dolphin's Grace, boats are ever so slightly faster than swimming, than swim speed. And that guy can outrun you while you're swimming. And he might be outrunning me now. Frick. But he can't outrun you on a boat, so he has a hard time catching up. Leave me be. There's a couple of them too. That guy doesn't throw javelins though. The one that throws javelins is a right git. That thing is terrifying. No thank you. Whatever you are, please leave me alone. Oh goodness. They made the ocean scary again. No! Leave me alone! Serpentine! That might be a bad idea. I don't know. Okay, the only good part about having the better third person is that I don't have to do this just to see behind me. Okay, he's leaving me alone. Okay, we're fine. Oh, thank God. I only feel this way when I'm cranking out like a 3-mile run on the elliptical. I shouldn't be feeling this way when we're doing this. Frickin' another one? No, leave me alone. Oh. No, don't go that way. Can't go that way, there's a thing there. Oh, I hate this. Just boating is terrifying. I'm sweating. I was not supposed to be sweating. Leave me alone. Another one? What are these things? Why are there so many? And I know they suck to fight. They're like terrible to kill. I hate it. I hate it so much. Alright. That explains the leaf coloring. Eventually it will start snowing literally everywhere it can. Because winter does cause snowfall in not normal snowfall locations, which I think is great. Also spring, the reason it was raining so much during spring is because spring brings rain. And summer, the entire time that I was working on the house, doesn't cause rain. So it was super dry while I was working on the house. A very cool thing. Very nice. Makes it feel a bit more real to live in this world that we call Minecraft. This world that we refer to as Obliteration, because boy oh boy did I almost die today a couple of times. If it weren't for my quick wit, I would be very much dead. And I'm barely joking when I say that. Eventually I wanna merge the deep slate even further by using like blackstone bricks and polished blackstone. And just like meshing it up really good. I'm going to keep modifying this one build, and the palette would be the same palette for literally everything else around it. So I might do a deep slate or blackstone roof. But it's a much smaller tower. Like, the tower is actually kind of claustrophobic, if I'm being honest. The bottom room of it is going to be essentially entirely storage or entirely a smelting room. But it's only a 3x3 tower with a 1x1 corner. I think another cool thing is that everything in the jungle will always be green. I think they might be treated like rainforests almost. So as we can see, the leaves on the oak trees in there are not brown. So we might have a place that looks like it's been perpetual spring, which would be a really cool aesthetic look. As well as a really cool, because we could build like the rest of the forest around it, and it's like, no, only the place with this green grass has this perpetual look of looking green. I typically don't like the color green, but when I see it in nature, it's quite attractive. So I think that this will look nice. And I think we're done. We just need some glass. Then we'll be finished. But I'm ready to show you guys the build once I get this cooking. A bunch of stone left over. We used a lot of stone. Like, a lot of stone. I didn't know that I could use that much stone in a build without it being entirely made of stone. Which, it's close to being made almost entirely out of stone. Let's see, we have tall window, and then back window, side window, front window, spare. But you guys are going to get to see a little bit of the build now. I'm going to not show you all of it, because I'm waiting for that. But the inside has a touch of a problem when it comes to reverb, as you can hear. You like that? This is going to give a bit more love to it, but this is the entrance room, so it's going to have a mild amount of necessary storage. Oh, never mind. Okay, I do have to replace that. Let's put another one here. There we go. It's going to have a mild amount of necessary storage, like the stuff that we use consistently, like a bunch of iron, probably, some diamonds. It's going to be full of like items, just random stuff, our stone cutter, a lot of the less useful tables, like smithing table, while also having like a crafting table in here, maybe a couple of smelters as well, that kind of stuff. Well, we have 4 as well, so we might as well do these windows. These are tall windows. Gonna install a basement down here, like what they have in Irons, because I like that idea. That's where we're gonna probably have a big storage system that'll span out that direction, being covered by all of the land back there. But a big storage system that actually auto sorts itself, stuff like that. I might also move the mine shaft down to there. I don't know. This one I might just leave condemned, or I might keep using it. I don't know. Gonna be honest, the future of this series is kind of up in the air. And now I can show you guys the rest. I think I have enough. I think I have enough glass to finish this off. But now we go up the staircase that will very soon be replaced with the bubble column. I can now enchant things because I've allowed myself to do that. Oh, I have to get rid of the pole. 1 second. Artifact of building. I didn't have any dirt on me at the time, so I had to use dark oak, which we now admittedly have an abundance of, so I don't feel as bad. There we go. I'm going to put a lantern up there pretty soon. But these are our other tall windows. Oh, and I need one more piece of glass. That's a shame. And I don't have silk touch, so it's not like I can harvest it from the other thing. I have to cook an entire piece of sand. Let him cook. One makes an iron chain by using a crap ton of iron nuggets. And I believe an iron ingot. Alright, all my nuggets are in my inventory already. I just didn't notice them. Oh, that's so expensive. Oh, that feels bad. Okay. Now you have this ready. We can take this. Guys still haven't seen the full build yet. I'm going to do that in a second. Don't worry. It's fine. Boom. And lastly, fine, we'll do it a sensible way. Bit of an echo. Whoops. Not the intended result, but got the intended effect, I think. It did not. Switch perspectives again. Use Optifine zoom. There it is. There's the problem maker. Alright, you are in the right spot. You're fine. But I have to get rid of you in order to place a block behind you. Oh, right as the music starts, I finish up. It's like the game knows that I'm wrapping it up. Eventually, the Amethyst Anvil will also be up here, but for now, we just have this. Put that back on the table. It can do whatever it wants. It's got all these spells that it can look at. Alright, now. We have this room, which I'm not sure if it's thoroughly lit enough. That's the wrong key. We have this room that I'm not sure it's thoroughly lit enough. We go down here. As you guys saw before, we have the enchanting room. A little bit cramped, but it's a nice library. I don't know. We got a grindstone up there, an anvil over there for utility. And then our enchanter, of course, which, yes, can indeed get up to level 30. I had to make sure and check that, because I'm pretty sure that that is actually blocking that bookshelf. Then we go down here. We have what will very quickly become a barrel storage room. I'm going to be using a lot of barrels in here, because I like their aesthetic. And then in here, we have the main room, which will have stuff like the stonecutter there, some storage for necessary stuff. This is all going to get moved to the barrel storage room. Also, speaking of ideas, one second. So we have this, right? And then we have Optifine zoom on top of it. So we could actually... Ooh. Dude, we can see super far. If LODs work right, then that'd be sick. I'm glad that it snaps you to first person, too. So I was afraid that that would fail very badly. But no, it doesn't. This is the main room. Looks pretty nice. And now, I don't even need poor man's scaffold. I need to go get some poor man's scaffold. I know it feels like I'm teasing you. I'm not. I'm just trying to get the best look at the thing. Where's my dirt? There we go. Poor man's scaffolding. And now we have this. Frick. Little conical tower. The tower itself, I might make the roof a little bit wider. But this is what the tower looks like up close. Then now we do the poor man's elytra, which is called viewing it from afar. Living right on the beach we are. Boom. A nice little house. Not anything huge, not anything fancy, but it took us to the ends of the earth just to get the materials to use on it. Really nicely, I think nicely textured. Really nicely textured, but very poorly gradiented base there. Like the base is all deep slate. The reason that I thought I might make it blackstone is because if I were to make it the base blackstone and then gradient into deep slate and then gradient into this, it would be a lot less jarring since I don't have a tough to gradient with. It would just be tough. It wouldn't be like special tough blocks. Then over here, we have the slopey, one side slopey thing. This is actually what I thought of initially. We have the obelisk here, which I'm going to get rid of. We don't need you as a pallet anymore. We kind of broke the rules of this palette, if I'm going to be honest, just a little bit. In that the palette specified that we could only use like the deep slate bricks and deep slate and normal stone bricks. But as you can see, we've worked in some andesite, some normal stone too. That's normal stone. That's andesite. That's polished andesite. And then down here, we have some polished deep slate, some deep slate bricks, and I might put in normal deep slate, but I'd have to cook it, so that might take a minute. And yeah, this is the place. Looks really nice. It's a great little starter home for what we've got going. I need to put a door in that doorway. 1 second. That's going to make me mad if I don't. There we go. Even if it's always open, the door's got to be there. And a final wrap up. I'm actually going to need a little bit more than that to help sell the look just a bit. As you can see, there's an echo problem throughout the entire house, but I find that more comical than anything else. And now we have not just a house, but a little home, if you will. I'm going to make a couple more chains, going to hang a lantern at the front, and then we'll call it a day. This is like the last minute stuff, realistically. There we go. Nice little doorway lantern. We've got a goon. But it's fine because I'm still a fighter and I am still the king. Nothing will break my confidence levels. Nothing. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. Put the pedestal there. Trident. I want to actually finish up the day by doing exactly what I said I would do. And enchanting something. We've had a lot of time lapse in this video. We've had a lot of adventure in this video, but now we're finally going to do what I said from the beginning we were going to do as soon as we got the house built. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls. It is time to enchant what we will soon name Wavebreaker 2 and our diamond pickaxe. Some people may ask, why are we naming it Wavebreaker 2? Well, in the first trial run of Obliteration, we named a diamond longsword Wavebreaker. So, I'm actually not going to do it because I don't have level 30 yet. But Wavebreaker would give us Unbreaking 3 for both the level 17 and level 30. And we would get Efficiency on both level 17 and level 30. That might actually both be very good. So we have a little bit of foresight for what we could do in the near future. I'm going to put all the magic stuff actually up there, like in barrels up there. But also it lets me know that I have my working theory might be correct. 1 second. Never mind. I don't know how many books this thing needs, but it has a lot of shelves around it. I know it can only draw from the first 2 levels, but I'm pretty sure I gave it enough. Alright, but that's it. This thing is done, and we can leave. We have a beautiful view of our own little domain out there. I have no idea how to wrap up a video, but there's something outside trying to kill me, and it's a fun idea to try and go and kill it. Hey, buddy. There we go. String. More string. I can make scaffolding now. Sick. This has been the episode I'll see you later. We built a house. It's sick. But until next time, goodbye.